boy howdy, am I glad that I checked the audio because it wasn't picking anything up. It's been a minute. Obviously, there's other stuff to do. Life is full of a great many joys. So, let's see those. Can I make that pick? Can I pick it up just a little bit more? Oh, oh.
So many little knobs.
So many little knobs. Let's. How does that? Is that a little better? That's a little quieter. Yeah. I'm gonna bring the. Yeah, that should be like pretty quiet. Ooh, never mind. I'm gonna bring that down a little. Gotta try to not get copyright struck. that's a good idea. Is it gonna show me? I want to double check that I can see. Hey, there we go. Did it. No viewers, but stream quality is excellent. Cool. All right. So, if you read the description, the idea is one of our electricians is getting his qualified electrical worker certification, and I was asked if I could, or just like doing the training at work, and I was asked, hey, could you make a trophy? Because that would be a funny bit. And I said, yes, because why not? That's a pretty good bit. What I'm going to do is take this image that I have in front of me, and I think I can just tell SOLIDWORKS to auto trace, and it might give me decent results. I'll probably have to clean it up a little bit, but that's kind of the idea of what I want to do. So let's get into it. I think the first thing I need to do is a sketch. I'm going to start with, gosh, is it tools? I think it's sketch tools, sketch picture. Shoot, scooch that out of the... You can't see what's on my drives. You're not allowed to see that. Woo! That's... Okay. From file. That's a good start. Image is 420 millimeters across, which is bigger than I would like it to be. I don't know. How do I want this? I feel like it would be appropriate if it was about 140 millimeters across. So, what I'm going to do... I'm going to move... can I not move the scale bar? Oh, hang on. Yeah, discard changes and exit. I forgot that as soon as you create a... as soon as you create the sketch, you have to move the scale bar up. If you do anything else, it'll break it. So, okay, once more with gusto. Front plane, sketch tools, sketch picture. Pop that bad man gem in there. Drag this. Oop. Can I? Come on. Am I not allowed to? There we go. Gosh, that is finicky. So put that there. Zoom out a little bit. God, that is a really tremendously finicky. Okay, we'll make that 140 millimeters across. I'm just going to kind of plop it there. And from file. And then I got to remember somewhere in here there is a way. I'm just going to look it up on the SOLIDWORKS help. Trace draw trace image, I think, image tracer. Available in the Windows version only. Power tools. Oh, this is a draft site. I've been gently bruised. Sketch picture. Auto trace is an add-in. Converting sketch pictures to vector data. Okay. Okay, so I go to the sketch picture, and I say feature properties. And it's unclear. It says I go to the second page of the property manager, and then there just isn't anything there. Oh, you know what? I bet this is an add-in. I bet I'm just a silly goose who forgot. Hey, auto trace, there it is. Raster to vector conversion of sketch picture. I'll include that in the startup ones too, because I use that with not alarming frequency, but enough that it's like, did you put that? So, alright, tools, or no, hang on. Double click, second sheet, image brightness, image contrast, oops, color tolerance, use to select color, I want that one. Begin trace. Wow, that came out poorly. Wow, that's just really bad. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Open with external editor. I still got paint.net. We're gonna fix this. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna put the your did it text on it. I'm gonna put that on after the fact, and that'll be okay. So we'll just really quickly edit this. Make this full. Make this big enough. Gotta scale it down a little bit now. Okay, I'll do this. I'll add this with vector data later. That'll be just fine. May as well make that, clean that up. Okay, and I'm gonna save this as no filter. Doop. Come on, shush. No filter with no filter, no text. Hey, wouldn't it be nice if everything was named so obviously? So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that sketch picture. Tools, sketch tools. So, what is this? 4th time's the charm? Filter no text. Hey, spiffy. Unclear where this is supposed to live. Every time. Oh my gosh. These guys really need to work on their cursor placement because it is bugging the hell out of me. 140 millimeters across. Looks good. From file. Cool. Your did it. The problem is, I could draw this by hand with splines. Maybe I just, but I want the ridiculous pile of software I paid for to do something. So, begin trace, recognition tolerance, color tolerance. Yeah, image contrast. Brightness, not do anything. Color tolerance. Used to select freehand areas. Ugh. Okay, no, never mind. All right, I'm doing this by hand. that's just what it's gonna be. Just do a couple of clicks for a quick little spliney whiny, and then hit escape, and then. Gosh, this is going to be an especially gross misuse of this software, I think. But you know what? What is... Can I make that a straight line? I think I'm just going to do that as a straight line. No one's going to know. No one's going to look at that and say, hey, you didn't correctly represent... you didn't correctly represent the Your Did It star. And now he's suing you for all you're worth. Oh, gosh. No. I gotta add another control point in there. Insert spline point. Boink. Come on. Get in there. And I'm also gonna do full image, like, kind of some transparency like that, so I can see the edges a little better. Not like it's really matters that I'm accurate when correctly drawing the Your Did It star, but, you know, no reason not to strive for accuracy. Oh, hey! There is music. Wait, can you hear it? Hello, welcome to, not a podcast. Yeah, here I am incorrectly representing the Your Did It star. I will be sued in court. It'll be very expensive. Still probably ultimately less of a big deal than playing music on a YouTube stream. For which they will absolutely get my ass. And why? Okay, do you want to be just like over here? These points are not cooperating very well. Oh, no music. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit. That should be a little more audible. It has to be kind of quiet to make sure that it doesn't get caught by the copyright detection, because technically I'm using someone's copyrighted music. And if they ever saw this, I hope they would go, oh, what a lovely little stream that my music is being used for. Who knows if they would. It should definitely be playing music. Is it doing that now? Okay, I think it is. I mean, I can hear it, but I'm sitting next to the speakers. I think it's playing through now, though, just quietly. I can, you know what, I'll turn it up a little bit more. I just have to keep an eye out and make sure that I'm not going to get copyrighted. Where is... Hey, there we go. Can I see this? I want to see the view in the live control room. Hey, the live control room. There we go. Now I can actually see... connect your recorder to go live. Okay, and it's muted over there, so I don't accidentally double listen to myself, which would be very silly. These splines are so screwy to deal with because there's always, like, you know, gotta add one more point than you think you need. Gotta make sure everything plays nice and it all goes to the right spot and it doesn't do anything stupid like that. Like, hey, I'm rotating now. Like, why? Why have you done this? Why have you decided to be so weird and flipply? Which is the technical term to describe what the splines do. Like this one, yeah. Why are you suddenly all off angle? Tis nonsense. Oh, I guess bushes and pots are there, aren't they? Can I do that? Is this gonna play nice? Doink. Okay. Drag this guy out a little bit. Fix those splines. I'm gonna do this in a really crusty way when I get to the point where there's enough splines and detail to make a part out of. I'm just gonna fix everything because if I don't do that, this thing is gonna be a big wibbly mess, and there's no way I'm ever gonna get it fully defined. That's just not happening. Hey, check that out. We're on the last segment. Is this what am I listening to? Hang on. Cielo Grande by Hermanos Gutierrez, which is a fantastic. It's a pair of brothers from Zurich. Yeah, there we go. That's like a primo. So how thick do I want that? Like, I don't know, do like 15 millimeters. I'll do it from the midplane. Hopefully that makes the base. It's okay. Oh, you know what I can do? So I can select all this and say, sketch block. Wait, block. Come on. Make block. Yeah, there we go. And then add an insertion point. I just realized it's a kind of a screwy angle. So I'm going to leave the insertion point over there. But now it's a block, which means I should be able to kind of reorient it however I like. And then I can add some control points on the bottom here. Make that horizontal and lock that in the middle. Yeah, there we go. It's looking very... Hang on. Can I put the sketch? Okay. Somebody change my ambient light settings, because now this part looks weird. Hang on. Somebody changed... Why do I have 3 different directionals? Whatever. Okay. This part's going to look gray for some reason, and I'm not going to know why. And dark on the front. Like, there's just no sort of camera local directional light, and I'm not fixing it. Morse by Nightmares on Wax. I don't think I've ever heard this song before, but it's pretty good. From the album Carboot Soul. Let's do some quick Comic Sans cutouts on the front. Where's my text button? Text. There's no... Well, you know what? I can add a quick little line here. I think that was about right for the location of your did it. Seems okay. And I'm going to fix. It's the laziest possible way to do this, but you know what? I think that's... If I put effort into it, that would be against the spirit of the thing. So curves, and then I gotta pick a different font. Use custom properties. No. Where's the font button? Oh, document font. Duh. Where's Comic Sans? Comic Sans. I got bolds. I'm gonna use that. Get a good quick peek at that. Can I make this bigger? Oh, yes, I can. That looks so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, this light's driving me nuts. If I don't... Hang on. Let's... Off in SolidWorks. Off in SolidWorks. Edit directional light. I think I want it up and behind me. So I'm going to do not locked to model. Let's see. Which direction does it swing this? I want it sort of... Yeah. I want it up and to my right. Is what I think what I want. And I'm going to put the ambient at 0.45 and the brightness at 0.55. And then I'm going to turn off the ambient. Hey, there we go. That looks kind of weird. That's just whatever. If I try any harder on this, I will have done something wrong. Let's quickly paint this the right color as well. It should definitely be a comically yellow star. Yes. It's not actually going to look like that. I have some gold filament that I'm going to use, but for the bit. Okay, let's fix this. Let's see, this needs to be 100%, and then I think... Can I just, like, sort of scroll down the... Can I scroll down, like, the font? Okay. Units was 3125, so I think I want about double that. Just 0.22 point font. Yeah, there we go, and we get the beautiful cutoff as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll do an extruded cut. I'm going to go into the part a little bit and come out with a draft, and that should produce a pretty good looking offset 0.6 into the part, flip direction up to next, draft outwards 30 degrees, and unable to add the specified draft. How rude. Oh, it's because it's kind of deep. Okay, well, I do want a little bit of draft because I think it always makes it look better. So I'll reduce the offset a little bit and tweak the draft. Draft outwards 15. Is it happy with that? It is. It's happy with 15. You know, I'm probably gonna go more. Oh, you know what it is? It's because those pieces of text are kind of close together. I feel like, can I get away with 30? Nope, it breaks. Shoot and heckin' darn. Well, in any case, I need to go before that and add just some tiny little fillets around the periphery. And then some chamfers, because it's important that this looks nice for some reason. Let's do a little distance. Those look good. Your did it. Sure did. Now the question is, do I want to leave it at this or do I add a stand? I don't think it's that hard to add a stand. Let's do a quick... this is going to be extra super janky, and reorienting it properly in the final part is going to be just gnarly, but I think I can do two surfaces. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now I'm going to do an extruded boss. How do I want to do this? Hang on. We'll do... Let's make it like an inch thick, I suppose, on the top. Maybe 30 millimeters. And give it an overall length of something like 130. And, oh, that's very nice that it made the plane... Yeah, it'll be two-part. Otherwise, I can't print it. I want to have this sort of drop into... I'll show you how to do that. I promise it'll be cool. I can't promise that. It won't actually be cool. Extruded, and then we offset up 10 millimeters. And, oop, not 100 millimeters. 10 millimeters. I promise I can type. Do it up just a little bit, and then we go blind down 30 millimeters. Is 30 millimeters too much? Draft outwards 30. Doesn't seem to be accepting that I'm doing a draft. Definitely don't merge result though. Yeah, there we go. I think 5 millimeters is a bit much though. Oh, because I did 10. That's still kind of a lot. Let's do 2. I want it to really just be resting. Okay, so now we do make copy with copy binds. Copy that one. Copy that. Neither a translation nor a rotation is specified. That's okay. We can hide the original and then do a quick shush plane be invisible on my part. Do a quick combine, subtract, main, and there we go. I can also, gosh, is it going to complain if I, this is going to be a really stupid thing that I'm about to do. I'm going to rotate these 3 faces, and we're going to see if it'll let me do it around this. Can I rotate that to like... Oh, it did not even remotely get the right axis. I only need like that much. Okay, well, before I do the move face, I can create axes to use, so I'm gonna just pop one in there real quick, and I'll go do the same on the other side. Boink, boink. Now I got axes to work with, so I can come back to this move face that I've done, and say, hey, you know, you're gonna use this axis here rather than doing something stupid on your own. And nope, it broke. Completely broke. If I do it individually, oh, I see. It's because it's going the other way. Flip direction. And you. Bam. Little clearance pocket. Oh, snap together. Yeah, I guess there's no reason it couldn't do that, because if they're both PLA, then it just goes doink, right into place, and a little bit of glue to keep it in there, just because I really don't trust it. So in that case, what I'll do is I'm going to set this to be something more like 40, and do a quick check of the lateral overlap here, because that'll tell us how much we need to flex the part in the final version. Because that could end up being kind of critical. It will make a doink noise, I promise. Am I gonna have to... Let's see, how much flex do you think it'll have? How much is like a good amount of flex? I'm not gonna simulate this. I'm not gonna simulate this. It's way too much effort to see what the the compression stiffness is gonna be. That's too silly. Or not silly enough. It's way too silly. Alright, move face. 85 degrees is too much. We need more like 30, 20 degrees even. Be pretty limited. And now we'll do a move face. And internal to feature. Offset. 1. Flip direction. Let's see, unhide that body there. Completely normal thing that a criminal would never say. Okay, so that's actually too much movement there. I should really name some of these. So this is the star base, or star body extrude, because if you don't do that, stuff's not named right. It's more clear. General, overall fillet. Bases chamfer. And then this is the your did it text cut, and this is the base extrude, duplicate star to subtract star, and this is the left snap turn or left snap modification axis. This is the right snap modification axis. This is the left snap mod, left snap move face, because that's what it is. This is the right snap move face. This is the general face clearance. Cool. So now I have to just sort of tune these, do a quick measure, say, okay, this minimum distance is some number. So the maximum distance is, what is that max distance? 113.448. I'm going to quickly make that a sensor. That measurements. And then I can pop open sensors here, and then I get a little readout. And then I do another measure from here to here. And then I make that a sensor. Alert, notify me if value is greater than... It won't let me alert based on another sensor, which would be really nice, but... whoops, I've got that as an angle. Why did it give me that as an angle? I want the distance, please. Or normal distance in particular, just in case there's some misalignment, which there won't be. They will always be parallel, just in case. So right now we have only 0.007 of an inch of overlap, which I think isn't quite enough. So I'm going to get a quick peep ski on the... Is that a straight line? Will it give me a... Yeah, it will not give me an angle between those two. So I'm just going to have to vibe it out. Looks like we have a little more overlap over here right now. And this one can have a little more overlap. So I'll subtract this angle here. Whoops. Yeah, I need that to stay the same. Because I did the... If I move this up here, if I click in here, does it give me the second move face? It does. Yeah, I'm good at this. Come on, let me select the dang dimension. Put down to 30. And now do a quick rebuild. 4, let's see, 53. Only have 13 thousandths of an inch, which is 0.1 millimeters. Let's get it up to like a full millimeter. Honestly, I wonder... If it snaps into place in this configuration, it'll still be a little bit loose in there because it'll have 0.1 millimeters of clearance. But if there's a problem with it, I can just start by printing only a small subsection. So if I cut, let's do a quick Urapski features, not extruded boss, but extruded cut. Flip side to cut, do only this body, blind 20 mils, and it was supposed to cut everything. Why didn't it cut everything? It's very rude. Huh. Oh, you know what it is? This is gonna be really stupid. If I offset, you know, however many millimeters into the part, and go the other direction through all, I think, nope, still, okay, whatever. I'm gonna do this the laziest possible way, and I'm just gonna delete all these faces. No, that won't work either. How can I do this? Delete this, extruded boss, other direction, do not merge in anything, 10 millimeters, fine, common. This is the really lazy way to do this. But I think it will... What? Select a solid body? Okay, fine. There we go. Cool. Then I can print just that, and it'll be totally fine to do a quick test print, because that'll take no time at all to check my snap fit. But I don't need any of those. Those are... We'll configure these, put them in the test the bar, and that's not the one that I'm going to use. And then I can quickly switch back. Let's see. Oops. I configured them to both exist in the regular default, which is not what I want. What do you mean properties can't be located? Shut up and go away. It's not my problem. Yeah, I think that'll work. Do a quick check against the sensors. I want to know... Can I add a sensor that is a difference of 2 measurements? Maybe not. Maybe that's not a thing I can do. Edit sensor. Sensors, add sensor. Mass properties, dimension, measurement. Dimension. Costing data, simulation data. Okay, none of that's going to be useful. That's fine. Rebuild, because it seems to be insistent on showing me every dimension now. Why is it doing that? Why have you decided to show me? Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. I'm gonna probably drop this down just a little bit more to like 20 degrees. And then get a quick look at... That one's also 20 degrees. And this one I might... Oh! This could be almost 0 because this will have enough clearance in it. That like when I stick it in, I can just pivot it into place. And if I get a quick front look now... Let's see. Now we've got 44665 to 44405, which is half a millimeter. On account of that being like approximately half of the hair on the ball sack of a fly, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think that's it. This is a stupendously short stream because this is a stupendously silly idea. Do I have... I think I do have the filament loaded too, so I could probably just print it and run it. Let's do... Let's say body... Hide all that detail. Can't see all... You can't see my files. Those are mine. Your did it. Trophy... A? Yes. All bodies. And I realized I didn't need to solve it as, or save it as A, because it's fine if it just is, I can import both at once and then split them. So, whistles, shoot. Where is my project folder? And now we go split to objects. Put that guy there, that guy in the back. Press A to arrange. Say, how long will it take? It's going to take 6 hours. But I think the fill density can be way lower. So that's not going to be what that is. Ooh, the other thing I can do that might make it take a little less time, somewhere in here is my... What settings are changed right now? Hang on, show me a diff. What's changed? Oh, I've just changed the fill density. Okay. It says that something's changed in here, but I don't see it. So these are all the settings that you can change to make your prints bad, which is what I usually do with them. Somewhere in here there is one called... What is it called? I'm forgetting what it's even called. There's a thing to set... hang on. I'm just going to set... I can't even add a setting to them both. Okay, fine. I think it's called... It's not skimming or skirting. There's a word... ironing. Criminy. Ironing. Here we go. That's not the ironing setting that I need. Post-process. Topmost surface only. We come back to G-code preview, and it does it only on the surfaces that matter, which is really important, because otherwise these ones are hard to read. Ask me how I figured that out. I think that all looks good. I think I'm going to... Let's see. Internal infill, still taking ages. If I go and look at volumetric flow rates in there, I bet those are inexplicably stupendous. Why allow outliers? What if I say max 30? If I say max 20? 15? Why does it have my... Do I have something funny set with my infill? Solid infill... Combine infill every 1 layers. Okay, supporting dense layer anchored. So it's not... I think there's just a problem with the way that it's doing volumetric flow calculations, because if you go and look at speeds, it'll say that I'm printing at 700 millimeters per second, which can't possibly be right. So I don't really know. Go to volumetric flow rate. Now it's a little happier. No, it still thinks that I'm extruding some. Let's just go look at an individual trace and see if I can't figure out why. Okay, so It's right about here. The speed is 3,000, which is millimeters per minute, which is only 50 millimeters a second. What am I missing here? So I'm... Oh, it's behind my face. Okay, hang on. Better display. I can't... I guess that's just configured to fill it, so I'm gonna move myself. Boink. So, to my right, yes, to my right here, almost unreadably small, I'm sure, is information about the individual traces that it's running, but they don't make any sense. Like, it doesn't seem to me like it's feeding at some ridiculous feed rate. It does that 42,000 feed for a sec, but that's millimeters a second, that's 700 millimeters a second, which is just my travel speed, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put my face back in the normal spot now, and then sort of shrug my hands in confusion and go, I don't really know why you're doing that. Printer? Well, realistically it's because this slicer's a little bit borked. Oh, you know what? I was gonna do the base in a different color. That's right. I forgot the thing that I just did, which is rebuild this document. Yes, obviously rebuild, and then save this as the test piece. Save it as a still, and then say yes, just the selected one, please, and thank you. Shrinky dink. Let's see. Not gonna print this guy. I didn't actually check to see which one we marked as not printing. Oops, incorrectly marked. There we go. Okay. Still need to add the other. Boink. Come on, give me the piece. Thank you. Arrange. There we go. Put that guy like that. Slice now. That's wrong. Why did you arrange them like that? Thank you. Yeah, that looks okay. And only in an hour and 39, which means I actually get to know if this is gonna work tonight. You don't, because I am not gonna... Well, maybe I'll update the description, who knows. Maybe if I... if this works, maybe I'll update the thumbnail. We'll see. Yeah, I think that'll work. If I go back and look at picture types and stuff... I don't know. The PLA profile was working pretty well the last time I used it. There's still some funny issues and overlaps and things. But the supporting dense layer and bridges in here look pretty good. And seem to be doing the right thing in the right order. There's no screwy overlaps. Maybe I will send you a pic. I don't know, man. It's 9:30 here. I might be asleep in an hour and a half or 2 hours, or however long this takes. Well, it says an hour 39, but as we will see, that can vary a little bit. So your did it trophy, test base, upload and print, and I think the PLA I already have loaded will just work. So we're gonna pull in Broadreach. Yeah, cool. All right, it's going. That's it. I don't think it makes sense to leave the stream running for an hour and a half so you can watch a 3D printer go real slow. Oh, the thing that I was gonna think. There's a feature you can enable that gets you more accurate times in your prints by default built into Clipper. Or I think it's built into Mainsail actually. You just add like an extra line in the config that runs a post processor someone wrote to simulate the entire print rather than relying on the slicer's guess. Because, I mean, if you look at, you scroll back a little ways to some of the longer prints I've had, I had 30 parts here that, scheduled to take 8.5 hours and took 14 minutes less than that. Or 10 minutes faster on this one, or 2 minutes faster. It can vary quite a lot. But recently I flipped on this switch that said, hey, run a quick scan of my print duration before you run the print. And so now prints that
in the logs say they're going to take 7 hours, 46 minutes, and 9 seconds, take exactly that amount of time. There's minor differences here and there, stuff like, I was futzing with the time, or just individual strange differences in prints. But now I'm relying on print durations to far better than a minute, which is really, really nice. I can almost set my watch by them. I really shouldn't because I'm wearing a GPS watch, but yeah, I don't know. That's all. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna go sleep. I think I'm gonna go play Battlefield until this is done. But if you're watching this after the fact, or you've joined me for the duration of this stream, thank you so much. I'm going to carry on with the rest of my night. Thanks for watching. Boink. Oh, wait. Okay, actually boink. Boink.